Good morning. Okay, let me make sure I've got everything going right. Good morning. Okay. Good morning, everybody. Today is December 31st already. Yeah, forgive the hat. My hair loss is still a thing, and I didn't feel like pulling out a scarf today, so I'm wearing a hat instead. Let me see what's going on in the world right now. It is Thursday, the last day of 2020. Tomorrow is officially 2021. And I'm here. It's been definitely a year for people in the future aren't going to believe us when we describe everything that happened this year. It was just ridiculous, but we survived. That at this point, like we all survived. Yeah, we made it. Happy almost New Year to everybody. We've made it this far. And Dominic is running around. So if you hear a jingle bell, that's my kitten, except he's not really kitten sized anymore. As of today, he is 7 months old and he weighs 8 pounds. So he's a big kitty. My sister is convinced he's at least part Maine Coon. So he's going to be quite a big kitten cat. Yeah, he's enjoying himself right now walking around. So again, if you hear jingle bells or see tails, that would be who it is. Question from Lex Orandi, Lex Credendi. Are men the bride of Christ too? No, men become brides or spouses of the church, like the Lord as an alter Christi. So they can become priests and women can become consecrated virgins. Hello, English Catholic. Yes, it is evening out there for you, isn't it? Yeah, I picked an hour earlier today because I felt like it. 9 o'clock might be the time that works for me. I'm still thinking Fridays are probably usually a better day. I didn't really want to be on here tomorrow, though, as tomorrow is the new year. And sorry, my cat is being weird. I'm turning to look at him. Tomorrow is the new year and my anniversary, so I didn't want to do this on that. So I'm thinking 9 a.m. on Fridays or Mondays. Haven't decided if it's going to be Fridays or Mondays after this week, so that's something to keep in mind. Dominic's weird. That's the kitten. He's attacking something. If you can hear him in the background, he's playing. It's fine. Unless I have to get up and stop him from something. Okay. In New Catholic tradition, you'll only wear white to church. That's amazing. I couldn't keep white clean and I have very little white clothes. So props to you for that. Today I have, it's a lemon black tea I'm drinking. It's really a good one. I've been enjoying a lot of tea as it gets much chillier out here. So that's what I'm doing. And drinking a lot of tea, staying warm. I've been trying a lot of different flavors from Adagio teas and the Sips by box that I mentioned last week. Again, those links are in the description. So there's all of that. I will be sending out my monthly newsletter at the later on today, probably this afternoon, about January and 2021 because it's almost here. So that's what we have. And yeah, it's crazy. I have Ceylon tea actually. I actually have a decaf Ceylon with me at the moment because this is the one I drink in the evenings because I like the taste of it. So it's good tea. I like black teas in general, but this one has a little bit of lemon in it, so it's a really yummy. I'm so glad you got the Christmas card. I love sending Christmas cards, so I'm glad everybody who got them, and I've been getting quite a few in return from people, so that's lovely too. Okay. Dominic went running somewhere. I don't know where he went, but he caused me to turn and look at him, so I'm sure he'll be back. Don't worry. Yes, this year I wanted to talk about the new year and all of the things. So first of all, we're at the end of December. If you remember at the beginning of December, I shared with you all the goals page from my planner where I set my goals for December. And it was like grow closer to the Lord. And I was like going to continue with my daily prayer, add an extra daily mass, St. Andrew Christmas novena, add make sure I'm saying the rosary 3 times a week, and restart the prayer board. And then I had like all of these things, like this was my goal for the year, for this month. And then that didn't quite happen. So I filled out the goal sheet this morning for the end of December. And first of all, it asked for what were the 3 words of the month. And I have busy, joyful, and exhausting because that's definitely the way things are in my world right now. And then did I hit my goal? No, due to the plague. And then what challenges did I face was the plague. My dad got COVID, and then I was also sent into quarantine and wasn't able to go to like anything. It was pretty terrible. I got a little sick, but I don't know if it was just a cold. I did not test positive for the plague, so praise God for that. But the plague really affected my hitting my goals this month. And the other thing I really do like about this monthly review is that they have my monthly favorite thing I did, act of kindness, place I went, and thing that surprised me. So for thing I did, it was reading. I got back into reading a bunch more. I've been reading some more novels. It's been really good for me. Act of kindness was Christmas cards. I sent Christmas cards to a lot of people. I sent them to every priest on Twitter that I follow. For the most part, I sent Christmas cards to I looked up their addresses and sent them all Christmas cards because we don't always think of all of our priests. And I also sent Christmas cards to everybody that I know. Place I went, we went to Glacier National Park after Christmas, because my parents and I drove the RV up to my sister's place outside of Glacier, and then we drove into Glacier National Park, and it was a lot of fun. Dominic even came along. We put him in on the harness and the leash, and he was playing in the snow at Glacier and loved it. And then the thing that surprised me was, again, Dominic. He is growing so fast. Definitely has some part of a big cat in him because he is a big, shaggy fluff ball. And I love him, but I've been told that cats are only supposed to weigh about as many pounds as they are months old. He's 7 months old today, and he weighs 8 pounds. So he's a big cat. Things I can improve on, everything. Then it has me rate your wellness scale things too. So I enjoy doing that. I haven't done my January one yet. I will probably share that next week when I set my January goals. We'll be working on that today. So that's all of those fun things. Yeah, all of these. Let's see, what else were we on? Let's see, a lot of comments coming in. Okay, so Lexarandi, Lexcredendi, yes, souls do not have a gender, but in this world we do have genders, and as such, only women can be brides of Christ in this life, and only men can be priests in this life. It gets complicated when you start getting into heaven and stuff. Okay, Ceylon, yep, I said that one. Blah, blah, blah. Preparing for New Year by cleaning, polishing, dusting. Oh yeah, all the work stuff to get the New Year ready. I have to do that too. I have not been keeping up with some of that because of holidays and all of that. So my tree is not down yet. I live with my parents. I live in their upstairs. I rent from them. So the tree is downstairs and it is still up. It will probably be up until February because we're very slow about taking it down. Not necessarily for liturgical reasons, but just because it's pretty to stay up and my mom leaves it up. So that's that one. I haven't gotten your letter yet, but I'm sure it will come. The mail has been delayed a bit, Dan, so don't worry about that. Yeah. What else was there? All goals 2021 is actually coming. I'm just in shock sometimes that we made it through this year. I just like to sit that, just to say that we've made it this far. Yeah, we survived the year. Just think of that for a moment. You survived 2020. You did it. We're down to the last under 24 hours. Some of you are a lot closer than others because of time zone things, but we've made it. So yeah, we've made it. That's really awesome to think we survived this year of craziness, the year of not knowing what was going to happen when, and we did it for the most part. And I just want to thank you all for just being there for me, for jumping into these live streams, watching these videos back as playbacks, those that have supported me through anything, especially through my Etsy shop. I haven't really listed any new rosaries in a while. I haven't been making any. because I've got my hands full with my little kitten that's no longer so little. It's just been a year and we've kind of made it. And it's just amazing to think that we've made it this far. So for me, tomorrow isn't just the new year. Tomorrow is also my anniversary. I'll be 3 years as a consecrated virgin. So that's really kind of cool for me. It's a big day for me. It's my anniversary. So I'm planning to go to church tomorrow. I might go this evening as well. Depends on if my parents are going to go or not. Just stick with them when I can. Yeah, feel free to share your New Year's reflections or resolutions or anything in the chat. That's just fine. For the new year, I like to pick a virtue word, a virtue that I hope to grow in, and a virtue just to reflect on throughout the year. So in the past, let's go. This past year, 2020, I picked the word patience, which was probably, I definitely learned patience this year. 2019, my word was trust, and I went through a lot and learned to really trust the Lord. If you remember some of the videos at that time, it's just definitely very important to trust. And then 2018, my year was faith, or my word was faith. So that was my virtues there. So it's like, I've had faith. The last 3 years are the ones I remember off the top of my head right now. So it was faith, trust, patience. And for 2021, I have picked, after a lot of prayer and thinking about it, the word hope, the virtue of hope. We don't always think of hope in the way of the, what is it? It's like the way of the virtue. Like we always say, like, well, I hope he did, like, I hope that so-and-so mowed the lawn or something, but it's not always just the way it is. Like, it's just different sometimes. Like, hope really is like that knowing that it's all going to be okay at the end, and this is what it is, and we've got it. Like, but right now we're all stuck in all of this stuff, trying to, like, our hope is kind of in some ways not as strong as it could be. And like, that's why I picked hope for this year, because I want my 2021 to be the year of hope, the year that I learn more about this virtue of hope, that I grow in the virtue of hope, and that hope is founded in God alone. Like, that's just the way it is. And so that's the word that I've picked, the virtue word for the year. I have in the past made a video somewhere about a word for the year. I think it was my 2018 when I picked the word faith. I'm pretty sure I shared with you like a layout that I did in my journal and all sorts of stuff. So there's all of that stuff. So yeah, it has been a year, but we're getting there, and it's almost over. So that's why I picked hope as well. I want to have hope in the future, and hope in heaven, and hope in the Lord. 2020 was a hard year with patience. The Lord definitely taught me patience in ways that I wasn't the most thrilled with at the time, but I needed to learn patience. And so that was the virtue I picked. It's just hard sometimes to pick one virtue, but that's what I've been doing. I also try to pick, I have a bracelet that I get charms on for each year, but the charms that I ordered like 6 months ago still haven't arrived. I had ordered them from a seller on Etsy that is based in China, apparently, and they're in transit. So whenever my charms show up, because I have a charm for faith for 2018, but I never purchased my 2019 charm for trust, or my one for this year for patience. So I had ordered them from Etsy, and they're still in transit. So whenever they come, I'll show you the bracelet that I'm putting together with that, to remind me of my years and what words I've picked. I can't find anything that I've written down earlier with the years before that. So sadly, my bracelet will just be from 2018 forward, which is just fine, because 2018, January 1st, was when I became a consecrated virgin. So the Lord has worked a lot in my life since then. Okay. There are so many things coming up in chat. Okay, Philip, you got a Great Adventure Bible for Christmas. That is amazing. I have that Bible sitting over there. I enjoy it quite a lot. Lex Orandi, Lex Credendi, are consecrated virgins allowed to touch the consecrated hosts? Depending, consecrated virgins can ask their bishop, and he usually will grant it, to have the Blessed Sacrament in their homes, in a tabernacle and a little chapel in their own homes. And then they can expose the Blessed Sacrament for adoration in their own homes. So in that way, very likely, yes. Stephanie, you're going to use patience. Good luck. Patience was a rough year for me, but Philip, you're on faith. Awesome. Hello from Brazil. Yes. It has been a lot. But 2021 is also a good year. I don't know if you knew, but Ascension Press and Father Mike Schmitz are doing a daily podcast during 2021 to read through the Bible in a year, where Father Mike is going to read through it and reflect on, talk about the Bible passages every day, like a daily podcast. So there's a link for that in the description. There's a link to all the links that I'm talking about, and that is one of them, the Great Adventure. Or he's using the Great Adventure Bible by Ascension Press to read through the Bible in a year. It's all in there. And some friends of mine asked if we could have a Discord server to discuss it. So I created a Discord server for the Bible in a year, which is also, again, in the description. There is a link for all the links that will lead you to an option for the Discord server. At this point, the Discord server is going to be pulling in links to the daily podcast by Father Mike Schmitz and posting the daily readings for that day from the list that we're working through with Father Mike and the Bible in a year. So feel free to jump over, join that Discord server. There's also room for like random discussion, daily discussions on the readings, and also all of the just like prayer requests, all of that kind of stuff. So I hope that you guys will join me in reading the Bible in a year. I'm really excited for that because I have read the full Bible before, don't worry. I've done that multiple times, but like I haven't ever read through it with somebody else who's reflecting on it and talking about all of the things. So yeah, it'll be good for us. And it'll be nice to do it with other people because I've never read through the whole Bible with other people, to be able to really discuss things and talk about it and reflect on all of the things. So it will be very good. I'm very excited for this Bible in a year. It's exciting. Yeah, it's been a lot this year, but we've made it, and 2021 is looking okay. I'm excited about this Bible in a year with Father Mike, and the Discord server has been getting a little more active because it starts tomorrow already, which is, in some ways, I'm really ready for 2020 to be over, but in other ways, I'm not quite ready for 2021, if that makes sense. It's just been one of those crazy years of lots and lots of things, but we're where we're at, and that's exciting. Okay, Lex, I don't really know the answer to that. I personally know some consecrated virgins who have the Blessed Sacrament in their houses, and they do expose the Lord for adoration. He's already in a Luna at that point, so they're not actually touching the consecrated host, but like, I don't really know the answer to that. I don't have the Blessed Sacrament in my house, so I don't have, I haven't really ever looked into that stuff in that way. So don't really know how to answer that question because I don't know. Yeah. Yes, it is also the year of St. Joseph. Thank you for reminding me, English Catholic. It is the year of St. Joseph started December 8th, I believe, was when our Holy Father announced it. And that is 2021 as well. So I'm really excited about that. There's a lot of people who just see St. Joseph as just a person, like they just see him as like the figure that was just there for a little bit, but like he's like the terror of demons, the guardian of the church. Like he's pretty awesome. So definitely looking forward to this year of St. Joseph. And I really do hope that you all have a great end of 2020, beginning of 2021, and that the year can be something that you need to grow in this year, this coming year, that the Lord will grant you what you need for this year and help you through it. And we're going to do this. We're going to survive. We've made it through this far, so let's just keep on moving and we'll see what happens. I hope you all have an absolutely lovely, beautiful, wonderful end to 2020. And I will see you guys in the future. Next year already, I can say. Not sure, like I said, on what day I'll be doing videos next week. If it'll be Mondays or Fridays, I haven't quite decided. Probably this 9 a.m. time because it works very lovely. So you guys are doing great. Keep on loving the Lord, and God bless you all. Happy New Year.